I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Seviper. I quite like snakes. In the UK, they were never a going concern, but hiking through the Japanese mountains, I occasionally run into them, and I'm always fascinated. I know a lot of folks who are terrified of them. It seems you're scared of one of either snakes or spiders, but rarely both. For how far they spread over the planet, and their oversized role in mythology and popular culture, snakes are actually not that well represented in Pokémon. We had Ekans and Arbok in the first generation. Maybe you could count Onyx? And later we'll have a starter and one more family. There are more Pokémon based on dragons than there are real-life serpents. Seviper is a gnarly black snake with gold patterns, a bladed tail, and red scars from many battles with its nemesis, Zangoose. Large fangs like a saber-toothed cat protrude from its mouth, and it has a bulky presence to it, which is quite different from a lot of the skinnier snakes you'll see elsewhere. Pokédex entries all talk about Seviper's powerful poison, sharp tail, and rivalry with Zangoose. Pokémon Ruby tells us, Seviper shares a generations-long feud with Zangoose. The scars on its body are evidence of vicious battles. This Pokémon attacks using its sword-edged tail. Pokémon Sapphire tells us, Seviper's sword-like tail serves two purposes. It slashes foes and douses them with secreted poison. This Pokémon will not give up its long-running blood feud with Zangoose. Pokémon Emerald says, Seviper and Zangoose are eternal rivals. It counters Zangoose's dazzling agility with its sword-like tail, which also oozes a horrible poison. And Fire Red and Leaf Green tell us, it sharpens its sword-like tail on hard rocks. It hides in tall grass and strikes unwary prey with venomous fangs. Seviper is poorly matched against its rival, which has higher speed to attack first, and abilities which defend it from Seviper's main weapon, its poisoning ability. On the other hand, a better double threat of physical and special attack, combined with more all-purpose abilities, means Seviper is probably the more viable Pokémon overall. After all, if anyone knows about Zangoose's abilities, they're just not going to try poisoning it. The name Seviper combines Viper, a type of snake, and Sever, because Seviper can use its sharp sword to sever limbs. The Japanese name, Habunake, combines Habu, a type of snake which is commonly pitted against mongoose, and snake. Perhaps you pronounce it Habunake, although I think that would be difficult for a Japanese person. In the anime, Jessie of Team Rocket caught a Seviper in the Hoenn seasons, replacing her Arbok. It was pretty cool and scary, it even performed in contests, though of course it was usually blasted off by our heroes. The most interesting thing about Seviper was how Jessie caught it. After it bit off some of her hair, she actually beat it up herself with her bare hands, before catching it in the Pokeball. Very Legends Arceus in a way. While Seviper did kind of replace Jessie's Arbok, this clearly confused someone on the production staff, as during an ad break quiz section, they asked what Pokemon Arbok evolved into, with the answer being Seviper. Maybe they meant Darwinian evolution, rather than Pokemon's more metamorphosis-like evolution? Yeah, let's go with that.
Trainers, which one of these Pokemon evolves into Seviper? Okay, trainers, if you chose Arbok, you were right! Arbok!
Another trainer who caught Seviper was fellow Sapphire enjoyer Jonathan Cromie.
Hello everybody, Composer Jonathan Cromie here, hope you're enjoying the show. To talk to you today a little bit about Seviper, who I've always had a soft spot for. I was a Sapphire player. I think I played through Sapphire 3 times. I want to say 3, maybe 2 before getting Ruby, and then playing through that once. So yeah, obviously I always had the soft spot for Sapphire. And Seviper is a Sapphire exclusive, who I thought got kind of a raw deal. From what I've seen, Zangoose, with its blistering speed and its high attack stat, has had some uses, some niche uses granted in the competitive scene. And Seviper, being slow mixed attacker, hasn't really. What's more, Zangoose has the ability immunity, so, like, Seviper's whole thing about being a poison type, it can't poison its number 1 rival. That sucks. Seviper's got the raw end of the stick. I mean, I know, it's mongooses and snakes, and mongooses are meant to be snakes, but I actually sort of really liked Seviper's design. I thought it had sort of nice enough attack stats and some interesting moves, like it could learn flamethrower despite being a sort of wonky snake. I actually really liked it. Until the games moved into 3D and they decided to make Seviper move around like a concertina. That was weird. Don't do that. Seviper's a snake. Let it slither. Bad animation. Change it next time. Thanks. Anyway, that aside, yep, I like Seviper. I would like to see it get any evolution. I think it's got more to give. Hope you enjoy the rest of the pod.
I like Seviper well enough, though it hasn't joined me on any playthroughs. And I'd love to see it clash swords with Zangoose for many generations to come. As far as serpents go, this one could certainly tempt me to an apple. That sounded weirder when I said it out loud than it did written down. Music for Luke Loves Pokémon is composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, producing and editing is by me, Luke Summerhays. Funding comes from Patreon. If you want to support the show, help to keep it online and hear episodes early, go to patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. Our next couple of Pokemon will be Lunatone and Solrock, so get in touch about those or any other monster on Twitter or Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN. Also, I'm currently streaming my first playthrough of Pokémon Shining Pearl over on twitch.tv/LukeLovesPKMN. Friday and Saturday nights at 8 PM UK time, come and join me for 2 hours of a pleasant, cozy time. If you can't make it live, you can catch up with the videos on demand at Twitch or YouTube. I love Seviper, and remember, I love you too.